On the Twitter today, Mr. Pushpendra Kulshrestha has written, जो किसानों के नेता बने हुंकार भरते थे, उनके आंसू तिरंगे के अपमान पर नहीं निकले, आज पुलिस की गिरफ्तारी के डर से खटियालो आंसू निकल रहे हैं. Pushpendra is the pro BJP, pro Modi, and he's a preacher of nationalism. So, what Dhruv Rathee is pro-Congress and somewhat anti-Hindu or anti-BJP. So, what he has to say? Dhruv Rathee says, same script every time. Number 1. Infiltrate non-violent protests with gundas. Second, create chaos and violence. Third, Godi media shows how protests have become violent. 4. Arrest and crack down on real protesters. 5. Win public opinion and end protest. To protest is our right, freedom of expression, and even Supreme Court has upheld this right. In the democracy without protest, you have no direct control over the government. You elect your representatives, and those representatives uh, go to the parliament, sit there, make law, and the big bunch form the government. So our parliament has two functions. Its member makes the law as well as it governs the administration. It is nowhere there. So it's something very different from America and Britain. Basically, once you vote your representatives, you have no control over them. What they do, they are free and independent. And these representatives are also not free. They are bound by anti-defection law. If majority party's whip is given, that party members, our representative has to obey that thing. So whose wish is obeyed? The party's wish is obeyed, not the people's. So we have only one way to protest. And what is the way to protest? Go to the public space, go to the road and sit there, make slogans, make banners, uh, make all sort of programs. So you make a stage and people sit in. Some protests are day only, some protests are symbolic ones, some protests are 24 hours. So when these protests are taken, then uh, uh, it is on the public property, so law and order, that is the district administration and police comes into. You have to take permissions, you have to take permissions for the place, and all those things are there. And even in the crpc, there is a preventive measure, that is uh, section 144. So but protest is legal, we can. And to remove the protesters, if they have built the momentum, not a single political party can dare to use the force, so it counters them. So what they do, they devise this Trojan horse. So they infiltrate and then make something bad and then create the chaos and ruckus, and then police close in. So this is the way the protesters are being dealt with. So I don't agree with the Dhruv Rathee, but he has analyzed. That is correct. Dhruv's analysis is a correct one. This is the way to remove the protest by the government. They use the coercive means. They cannot use the guns on the peoples. They cannot use excessive force, and so law takes its own course. Leaders they arrest in various sections, and but the public opinion will be against the government, so they have to uh, be lenient, and without the protest we are not able to make our voice heard to the world and to their government. The protest is our right, and we should use it judiciously. And now, uh, scroll down the tweet, and there is one walk liberal BJP handle. What he has to say? Yep, same script every time. First, gather a group of people. Second, brainwash them to believe that the government is out there to get them. Third, develop public sympathy. Four, make unreasonable demand. Five, burn the country. Six, cry when action is taken. Common person involved, Yogendra Yadav. So this is a politically motivated reply. Okay, and let's scroll down more. What this person named Carl has to say. Liberal avatar. Same script every time. He says first, protest keeping violence in mind. Second, create chaos, then blame government. Third, left media show how government is intolerant in various intellectual left media outlets. Four, cry for accused arrested by running propaganda. Five, play victim card and plan for next protest. What another reply is, same script every time. Start protesting against a perfect constitutional law. Let me point it out. The schedule 7, there is a bifurcation of the government. Center government can uh, concurrent subject and center subject, and state government can make laws only on the state subject. Center government cannot make laws on the state subject. It cannot transgress on the state's power. So that is the division of the power. So this statement that constitutional perfect constitutional law is a wrong one, and I reject it. Farming is not the center subject. Okay, move on. uh, Second, gather anti-nationals to organize protests. Third, get fund from anti-India forces for pay Lutean media and YouTubers to spread propaganda. 5. Reject all government approach. 6. Riot. 7. Play victim card. 8. Plan next one. So he is analyzing from the uh, Godi media, yeah, pro BJP. Anyway, let's move on. Salabs what he has to say. Same script every time. First, illegal blockade a place despite Jantar Mantar exists. So Jantar Mantar, there is a designated place for protest, but it has a limited number of people. You cannot exceed the number limit, and there is a traffic also. Anyway, second, peaceful protests become violent. Libtard media shows police fascism. What about fascism? It has nothing to do here. For said Kapil Mishra, Deep Sidhu like scapegoat. Well, I don't want to say anything about Kapil Mishra, but Deep Sidhu uh, was the BJP man. He has the photos with the Deep Sidhu is a BJP man. He worked for the BJP in the that famous actors uh, election, and he also sat with the uh, Amit Shah and Narendra Modi. So he has a complete link with the BJP. So what was the link? They know. But in the public space, there is a photos of Modi and Deep Sidhu. Fifth, keep chanting Mishra Mishra till Bakra is perceived rioter. I don't understand this last sentence. Anyway, uh, what Rudra Revant has to say. First, Deep Sidhu alone don't create violence. Second, farmers have the option of not doing things aggressively. Third, if protests went violent, media have to saw that, otherwise it will not call as media. Fourth, protesters expose themselves. Obviously, they will lose the trust of the people. Uh, this is the Modi policy. The expose themselves. So what Modi does not resolve the anything. Modi does not resolve. He let the thing die itself. So he is a inaction man. What Prashant Sharma has to say? कोई कुछ भी कर ले इस गवर्नमेंट का कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ सकते. Nobody can touch the government whatever they do. शोर मचेगा, प्रोटेस्ट होंगे, सोशल मीडिया पे बवाल होगा. There will be lots of disturbances in the social media, but इनका कुछ नहीं बिगड़ पाएगा. It will not hurt the Modi. इलेक्शन आएगा, इन लोगों को ही फिर से इलेक्ट कर देगी हमारी जनता. एंड ही इज sarcastically saying that the same people will elect the Modi once again. एजुकेशन की ज़रूरत है. जब तक एजुकेशन नहीं तब तक चेंज नहीं. What he want to say is that people are uneducated. No, people are educated. Why they elect the Modi? They elected Modi for removing some clauses which Congress has introduced in the law for the minority. In the name of minority, there was appeasement, and so that was the reason BJP was choose. Otherwise, BJP and Congress both are the same. Every person is a nationalist unless proven guilty of IPC. That is once 120 that section. So every person is a, unless proven traitor, is a nationalist. That's the legal stand. So Wakisa has to say, so you are putting allegations on the government. Do you have any proof to substantiate your argument, or this is similar to fake news like Rajdeep was peddling? It has no analysis value. I will take two and finish it. Abhishek Sen says दर्जनों किसान ठंड में ठिठुर कर मर गए. At least 60 farmers has died there. उन पर बेदर्दी से लाठियां बरसाने वाली सरकार को जरा सा जाब क्या मिला. सबकी अंतरात्मा झक गई. गृह मंत्री और कृषि मंत्री क्या उन किसानों से मिलने गई? नो मिनिस्टर हैज वेंट देयर टू मीट देम. जो आंदोलन के दौरान अपनी जान से हाथ खो बैठे थे, क्या वो देश के नागरिक नहीं है? That's a right question. And what Aarti has to say? Bill pass, Italian duo goes for vacation. That is the Rahul Gandhi. When they are big protesters, riot goes out of hand, all escape, fire government restraint, resign Amit Shah, now crackdown, left grip crying, public gets to see real face, Congress seats reduced, 2024 INC gap. So this is a pro BJP It has nothing to do with the main analysis, but it is a political one. So I will not comment on that thing. And let's move to the first. So the analysis is correct. Dhruv Rathee's analysis is correct. Uh, I once again I say I don't agree with the Dhruv Rathee, but the how to end the protest is correct one. And so I conclude, we have to protest, and to protest we need logistic support, we need peoples, we need money, we need ideology, we need all sort of supports on the media, social media, technical supports, uh, food, uh, water, wash basin, residence, and interaction with the each other, and for that entertainment. And so it's a very complex thing. I hope you will find available information on analyzing these social media tweets. Thank you, and keep protesting.